Welcome. I'm Candy Michael from Pal, Ohio. Welcome to my Candy Stamper studio. Today I want to talk to you and teach you about a technique called thumping. It's a funny name, but I love it. It uses some markers and some framelits, and the stamp set that I'll be using is called Thankful Thoughts. This is a wood-mounted stamp set. It does also come in clear. It has 10 pieces, and I love the font and the boldness of the font on the thank you so much. That is a stamp I'll actually be using. I really do love this set. And then I did use the inside with a little saying as well. So we'll be using one of these. The other thing I'll be using are our layering square framelits. You get 19 of these. The largest one is 3x3, but I love using these. You can make a lot of really cute cards, and I'll show you how we layer on the card that I'm making. Okay, so here's the card, and then I'm going to show you how we are going to put it together. So the thumping is the technique that you see using the marker, and I've added a little bit of more color onto the stamp. So let me show you exactly how I did that. This card also, I'll show you how it opens. It opens this way. Super cute. I love the colors, and it's very simple and fast to make. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Pull Party ink. And with the Pull Party ink, I am going to simply ink up my stamp. You want to make sure it's nice and juicy, so I like to stamp it off first to make sure I get enough ink on there. With this technique, you're actually going to work with your stamp upside down to get the thumping on it. Well, to thump on it, I should say. So we're using a couple of our Stampin' Right markers. I have the Pacific Point and the Night of Navy. They are dual tipped. There is a brush side and a fine tip side. We will be using the brush side tonight. So what I'm going to do is actually take my stamp, and I do like to hold it in my hand, and I simply am going to thump it, thump, 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 across my stamp. So if you turn it, you're going to get the different angles. Otherwise, if I keep going in one direction, the little markings are going to be all the same. So I like to turn it, my stamp that is, and just thump a little bit of marker on there. You can use various colors. You can use probably up to about 3 markers. You don't want to use too many because then they might get a little bit mucky up your ink, your base ink. So now I'm going to use, that one was the Pacific Point. Now I'm just simply going to tap on with the, or thump, I'm sorry, thump with the Night of Navy marker. So you just want to hit some random little spots, and you can kind of look at it before you're ready to stamp it. Now, because the stamp may be a little bit dry, because it's taken me a few minutes to do that, you then want to take your stamp and you want to fog it with your breath like you would a mirror if you were going to write your name on a mirror. So I simply kind of breathed on my stamp, and then I'm going to just line this up and press hard. I like to always hold my stamp so that it doesn't scoot away from me, and then just press hard in the center. Peel it off, and there you go. Isn't that cool? You get almost like a texture and a little variety of colors. I have seen some awesome cards, and not just cards, but projects done with this. So let me go ahead and talk a little bit about the pieces that I used. I did glue it together already. My base is Pull Party, and I then have a layer of navy, Night of Navy, Whisper White, and then another on this little band. I did use a little Night of Navy behind that. And the DSP, the Designer Series paper, is from Twinkle Twinkle. And I just want to remind you that we are having a sale right now with Stampin' Up! If you buy 3 Designer Series papers, and there's a certain listing of which ones are on sale, that you can get one free. So buy 3, get one free. So it's awesome, and that's good till the end of July. The next thing I did was I did use these framelits from the layering squares, and my background with the scallop is the Night of Navy. I put some dimensionals already on it, and the white piece I cut out that I just stamped on is using the another layering framelit here. I did decide to cut out by hand a smaller square, and I have all the measurements on here for you, because I wanted it to pop a little bit more and to bring in that pool party. So there is another little square of pool party on there. So when we layer it, I didn't do a very good job on that one, but on this one you can see how it pops a little bit more. It gives you just a little bit of color in between all of the layers. But we're going to simply, I love using, oh, well, hello, there's a piece. When you make a boo-boo, you just turn it over and stamp it again. But I love using our liquid glue, our mono liquid glue. It's great. The thing is that you really don't want to use a lot, just a tiny little dot on your corners. The other thing, a lot of people don't realize, it's a dual-sided glue. So there is another side that you can just put your glue down and then kind of spread it out. You can use this side to kind of spread your glue and make it a little thinner. But I do love this glue, and it's very strong. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. And then, like I said, I went and already put my dimensionals on for you, so it wouldn't take too long to make my quick video. Again, my name is Candy Michael, and I'm from Powell, Ohio. I have a blog called candystampers.com. So this is going to give a little bit of height here, hence the name Dimensionals. I love it. And we kind of offset that and put it up a little bit higher. And then the last thing we're going to do is we use some of our Night of Navy baker's twine and some glue dots. And you're simply going to put the glue dot on the back and just pop it right onto your card. The nice thing is you can always fuss with your bow after you put it down. And that's my card. I hope you enjoyed it. The last thing I want to mention is my name is Candy, as I did say, and I do like to talk a little bit about a candy. And so this, because I love sweets. So today's video, I want to talk to you about Smarties. I love Smarties. Well, I don't think there's a candy I really don't like. And there's also a Mega Smarties, so it's quite a bit bigger. And I found a store locally here that sells them. And I'm so excited because they're they're actually like quadruple the fun. But a couple of Smartie facts for you. These were the company started this line of candy back in 1949, about 69 years ago. And there are only 25 calories in one of these tiny ones. I love it. They're gluten-free, vegetarian, and vegan. And the reason they're called Smarties is because the verb to smart means to have one's face involuntarily pucker, which is exactly what happens when you eat these because they're sweet and sour. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. I made you some samples of other cards that I did. So this card is the Varied Vases bundle, and I did Thump on the vase, on the plain vase, and I just thought this was a nice and simple card. So I wanted to show you a couple of various projects that you can do. I used a framelit that's called our Thank You Thinlet. It's a Thinlet, sorry. And I actually cut it out and then just tacked it down to a piece of paper and then thumped with the marker again. Just boom, 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 boom with your different colors. And then just simply put the card together. So I thought that was nice and gives you another idea. You could do leaves, you could do flowers, you could do butterflies, all sorts of things. And my very last project that I made is a sour cream container. And I used our Tropical Chic stamp set and actually the bundle. And on here, I used the seafoam, soft seafoam ink on the background, and then I thumped it with our Tranquil Tide in color marker. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed my video, and stop by and see me at candystampers.com. Thank you.